Comrades and friends, how are you? I just hope this message finds you well wherever you are. This is Comrade Traore here. And today we're going to be talking about the issue that is happening in South Africa that is taking the center stage. The xenophobic season that is currently underway. We've got rogue elements that just decided to wake up and say, we want to deal with foreigners. And by this, they just decided that we don't want to see any foreigners in South Africa. Be it Zimbabweans, be it Nigerians, be it Malawians, be it Mozambicans, Tanzanians, Kenyans, every black person who is not South African, they just want to see those people outside of South Africa. This is a bit unfair. Here in Zimbabwe, we've got South Africans who are staying here. In Nigeria, we've got South Africans who are staying there. Mozambique, Kenya, Tanzania, they are South Africans who are staying there. But there is never a time that you've had a hostile report of South Africans being persecuted in all of those African countries. Actually, they have been given red carpet treatment, good reception, good hospitality. Why? Because when we see them, they're a part of us and they're black just like us. Rogue elements just decided that we want to chuck all of these people out. And obviously, they cannot just do this out of their own making. There is a hand that is behind, that is pushing these people, because everything that these people are doing, moving from city to city, mind you, prior to the 30th program which they did today, there have been massive consultations where we saw and witnessed them moving around in different cities, holding rallies, holding demonstrations, preaching their word that they don't want to see any foreigners come 30 June. All of this process, it needs money, it needs resources. And who has been funding these people? Rumors has long been swirling and circulating that Jacob Zuma has been funding these demonstrations, these protests that have been led by one former SABC worker. They call him Mchuno, Mchuno, I don't know. And the other one, they call him Pagat. That guy. In the lady also that I've seen also, they held a joint press conference at one point. Her name is Jacinta Zuma. I believe she's the daughter to Jacob Zuma. And the MK party, Jacob Zuma, has been funding these protests, or rather this movement of chasing people out of South Africa, chasing all foreigners outside of South Africa, whether they've got papers or they do not have papers. And Africans have been watching all of this happening. So these people have been getting proper funding. And you can see even the top of the range vehicles that these people have been driving. And you can never believe the lie that these people are unemployed. You cannot drive a car like that one if you're not employed. You can only drive a vehicle like that only if you're getting funds from somewhere, and these funds will be coming in huge amounts. We've seen Mchuno also appearing in court, and he was appearing by himself without a lawyer. He says he's unemployed, he cannot afford one, but how come he's got the resources to spend whilst moving from town to town, from city to city, spreading this message that Zimbabweans, Nigerians, Mozambicans, Kenyans need to go out of South Africa. They all need to move. This shows that there is a big hand behind that is pushing these chess pieces so that at least their narrative can come through. To my surprise, yesterday, the 29th of June, we saw these two people, Zenzo Mchunu and Mpagati, having a meeting with President Cyril Ramaphosa. And honestly, these people are rogue elements. South Africa, they say they spend more than 300 million rand trying to put resources together so that at least this protest goes and happens in a peaceful way. They put together a strong team that would make sure everything would happen without any violence being recorded. Imagine more than 300 million rand. If that money had been put to good use, if they had prioritized making sure they channel that money towards resuscitating of industries and empowering people with skills, the youth with skills, so that at least they can fend for their families. But these people didn't do this. They chose to chuck people out of South Africa, people who have got legal documents that allow them to stay in South Africa, which they were given by the South African government. Something is not adding up here. And then we see Cyril Ramaphosa having a meeting with these people. Videos have been circulating and people saw videos of these people moving around, beating foreigners in broad daylight. Evidence is there. And the South African government distanced themselves from the acts of these people. And to our surprise, what did we see yesterday? We saw them holding a meeting together, shaking hands, laughing, and having a good time. And had those people been reprimanded, honestly, today, they would not have protested in South Africa. They would not have sent more African nationals from their country. And these people are all about violence. Whenever you see such characters coming together, saying we want to send foreigners out of South Africa, honestly, there is a sinister plan that is behind. And people witnessed it today. How? They started looting shops. They started burning cars. If really these people meant good, why not protest in a peaceful manner? Why not protest in a peaceful manner? Now there was chaos in Hillbrow. And only God knows how many other places where people witnessed violence. They've been looting people's properties in their homes. Today they were burning cars, beating people, looting from foreign shops. And you wonder, do these people really mean well for South Africa? Or this is the best recipe for disaster, allowing these people to take the law into their hands, to take matters into their own hands, and take such action against innocent people, destroying lives, destroying businesses that have been paying tax for how many decades? Only God knows. And you think South Africa will go anywhere with such characters? They've been bragging that we can meet the president anytime that we want. And they are saying they actually have permission to do everything that they did today. They got it from the president. We are not stupid. We are not fools. We can see all of these things happening, and we know these people have got a blessing from certain people who are right at the top of South African leadership. But one day is one day. Whatever that you people are doing, whatever that you people have been doing to fellow Africans, at some point it's going to catch up with you and you're going to regret. Honestly, how can someone in an interview say, we want foreigners to go out because they are dating our sisters? Honestly, who in their right mind will ever say something like this in front of the cameras? Displaying such levels of hate in front of the camera, saying we want them gone because they are dating our sisters. They must not date our fellow South African sisters. Where has that ever happened? We've got Zimbabwean women that have been married to Americans, British people, white people. We've had all of those people getting married to those people. And did we have a problem? No. It's a matter of consent. As long as everything is done above board, there is no rape, it's consensual, then where's the problem? These are adults making their own decisions, and it's allowed. So it's just actions that are driven by hate. South Africans, they don't have confidence within themselves. They are jealous of other African people. When they work hard and they start succeeding, they grow massive jealous, and hence the decision to chase all of these people out of their country, something which is very, very bad. They were burning cars, looting shops. This has always been their plan, to harvest and reap where they did not sow. And it's going to catch up with you, South Africans. I am telling you this.